let's talk about this. The Fantastic Four First Steps. That movie is coming. And it's no surprise. It's out there. It's teased in Thunderbolts, but there is a special edition comic release coming out from Marvel. This is I found on a post from the official Marvel channel. Let me zoom out here so you can get the whole thing. This is a recreation of issue 1 of the Fantastic Four, but with the characters from the movie. You see that, Alan? I'll zoom in.
That's Pedro Pascal on the cover there.
It is. I will zoom in to show you the artwork, but let me read this to you. Superstar creators Matt Fraction and Mark Buckingham have been tasked by the Future Foundation to bring the Fantastic Four's incredible origin to the comic page in Fantastic Four First Steps #1, a new Marvel comic book coming this July. So I like this idea. It's a prequel comic to the Fantastic Four First Steps movie based on that universe's version of their origin, which I assume would be slightly different than the original comic. So there you go. I just realized this. The movie is called The Fantastic #4 First Steps. Did you notice that, Alan?
You brought it up.
I noticed it because I'm detail oriented. I'm going to update this because there you go. I'm all about asterisks, and there we go.
Yeah.
Now it's correct. I think I put that in there, so that's on me. But let's zoom in and look at the art. I actually think this art looks like AI. I know a human did it. We've got the first family of Marvel. You've got to look at, here they are, right here. You see the movie characters, faces. There's Sue. And look at Pedro.
Oh my gosh.
I honestly, the more I see these costumes, they look like pajamas. And I'm not going to lie, when I was a kid, I would, when I got in my pajamas, that was the closest to wearing a superhero costume that I had. I would wear long underwear, whatever. If you throw your underwear on the outside, I could be Superman or Batman or whatever. But I prefer black and dark blue costumes, with the black gloves, the black boots. This white version, I'm not about it. And Thing, what's he doing in a whole? I miss the Thing saying things like "bah," and he would. The original Thing costume, by the way, had a helmet to cover his ugly face, his ugly mug.
Yeah,
and he, in the first time he wore this costume with the helmet, took it off, ripped it off. He's shirtless, wearing trunks, basically. And also, by the way, Ben Grimm, will he be smoking a cigar in the Fantastic Four? Will be chopping on a cigar, kind of based on Jack Kirby. Will he be harassed by the Yancey Street gang in New York? Probably not, because Disney has a policy. There's no smoking in Disney movies. They don't want to promote smoking, so no one smokes in Disney films. I didn't realize there was a #4 on the Thing's leg.
Yeah, I know. I was going to mention how ugly that is.
It's sort of, and look at the costumes look like as drawn. They look like velour. No one, okay. Yeah. I know what velour is. Some people know. It reminds me of the pilot episode of Star Trek. Their uniforms were velour, which is kind of a hot material, cloth material. So I don't know what I don't like these costumes, and they don't look good drawn. I like as drawn the original when they got to like issue 50, with Galactus, when the dark blue, like navy blue dark, and then black gloves and black boots.
Yeah,
sort of.
I think this is the guy who did the Christmas and the Valentine's Fantastic Four poster. Hey, by the way, zoom in on Pedro there. I'm going to give you my impression of him.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay, here we go. Okay,
wait,
no.
let's see. Where I can't.
No, that's not Pedro.
Yeah, I know. This is the
Okay, here we
best
go.
I
Here we
can
go.
do.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Here we go. Hey guys, my arm stretches and I got the mole bands on. Oh no, you're supposed to put the picture up so you could see it. You just ruined it. Okay, here we go. Hey guy, my arm stretches. I got the mole man's arm. Yay! Do something. That's kind of how he looks like in that picture. That's
Yeah,
how I imagine him
I'm
saying
not.
that.
Yeah, I like Reed Richards as he was drawn throughout Marvel history. I'm gonna leave it there. That's there you go.
But it's the position that he's in that I'm like
I don't know. You know what?
He didn't read the comic book.
The original Fantastic Four cover is better.
Well, it's different. I mean, in that one, they're going for that watercolor look. You can see that there's minimal use of the black outlines. Unlike the original one, I assume you're pulling up. Everyone's got the dark black outline, and things feel more defined as opposed to that kind of soft edges that comes off of that cover.
Yeah, I don't know. The original comic is so great. I'm going to share that artwork, which I just brought it up.
How are you unable to find?
There you go. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. See, look at that.
That's much better. That's an action shot. Look at that.
Yeah. Zoom in on Reed there, and you can see
it's 10 cents to go back in time and get this for 10 cents. The Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, and they had no costumes.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this.
Look, the Invisible Girl's kind of the damsel in distress. Yeah, Reed is in kind of an action position there.
I don't know if this is an accurate, but look at that. There you go. This is when Thing would say, bah, bah. It'll take more than ropes to keep Mr. Fantastic out of action. I like the dialogue was so simple back then. It was literally Stan Lee trying to fill in the space in the balloon, the cartoon balloon. He'd often write the dialogue after it was done. After the whole
called the Marvel method.
The Marvel method. And it was great. There's you can see in many documentaries that method. So there you go. All right. So yeah. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I might pick up the comic.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm curious.
I'm just curious. I'm curious what the movie origin of that team would have been.
Mm-hmm.
But I always loved how the Fantastic Four, they would retell the origin of the team about every other issue in like a page or a panel. So
I just want to know, is Reed Richards going to be super mopey in the comic book?
Yeah, just like Pedro.
Mm-hmm. Is he going to be, does he have to constantly touch the Invisible Girl to make him feel better?
Yes.